Morning everyone, welcome to Wake Up Flow 2. We're going to hold each pose for 30 seconds on both sides. Just a pretty short wake up flow just to raise all the energy. We're going to start with Kapalbhati breath. Okay, we'll make you all beautiful. Shiny skull breath it's called as well. We use the diaphragm and we just use it to exhale. Don't worry about the inhale, the body will naturally pull it in. So we pump the diaphragm. Can feel it sort of pulling up into your ribs and it forces the air out. Okay, so it might take a while to practice it to get used to it, but just take your time. Try not to get everything else going at the same time. Okay, just purely your diaphragm. Okay, it's a yogic practice, so we do it in between. We do a full inhale with a retention, then an exhale, and then we start the rounds. We're going to do 3 rounds of 15 pumps. Okay, the 15th we always extend the breath. Okay, so take your time. Try not to breathe in too deeply to begin, otherwise you'll blow your nose off. It always helps as well just to blow your nose before we do this. Okay, so take your time, take it easy. Kapalbhati breath. Okay, so come into your comfortable sitting position. It helps if you just bring your hands onto your knees or rest them on your thighs and just softly engage or straighten your arms, but don't lock them. Just softly push into your knees as you pump. Okay, it sometimes helps. Okay, so lifting up nice and straight in the spine. Okay, feeling through your body first of all, as we always do. Nice steady breathing, relax everything down. Okay, and then a nice steady inhale. Okay, nice and deep, nice and natural, and retain the breath at the top. And then release through your nostrils, nice and steady, pulling that diaphragm up, squeezing everything out. And then a nice deep inhale for the first round. Begin. Extend that 15th, and then a nice deep inhale with a retention. Hold. Nice steady release, nice and controlled, don't force it through the nostrils, squeeze everything out. And then a nice deep inhale for the second round. Begin. Nice deep inhale with a retention. Try and relax everything as you hold, don't hold any tension in your body. And then release nice and controlled through your nostrils. And then a deep inhale for the third and final round. Begin. Nice deep inhale with a retention. And then release. And return to your normal breathing, equal breaths in, equal breaths out. Rescan your body, relax everything down, feel everything, feel your spine nicely upright. And then nice and slowly unravel yourself. We're going to start in child pose. So come onto your mat if you're not already on it and settle into child pose, your comfortable version of it. Don't worry about where that is, but full pose is arms down by your sides, backs of the hands, forehead to the floor. But if that's not comfortable, forearms is fine too. If you can't bring your forehead to the floor, stack your hands in fists or come onto a block. Okay, but wherever your comfortable child pose is. Okay, we're going to hold each pose for 30 seconds. So, settling everything down, starting from now.
Okay, closing your eyes, focusing on your breath. So Ujjayi breathing helps, victorious breath, constricting the back of the throat, making that internal sound of the ocean. Okay, it gives your mind something to focus on, and it's good to try and adopt this through all of your yogic practice. Okay, but don't worry, just take your time, focus for the moment just on the breath and breathing. And then that is 30 seconds. You just unravel, come into tabletop. Okay, so wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, tops of the feet in contact with the floor. Okay, we're going to come into cat-cow, 30 seconds. Okay, so as we inhale, lifting the head, belly button pushes to the floor, feeling that curl in the spine, push your sit bones up to the ceiling, press into your hands, lift, take a breath in. As you exhale, curling, cat-like, squeezing everything together, looking back to your thighs. Inhale, lifting up once more. Exhale, curling like a cat. One more, inhale, looking up to the ceiling. Exhaling like a cat. Coming back to neutral tabletop, into downward dog. Tuck your toes. Straighten your legs, come into downward dog, take your time, settling into the pose, bend your knees if you need to, align your hip to finger point first of all. Okay, you can come in this position to do that. Extend, pull your bum away to your end of the mat, and then start to straighten your legs if you feel like it, releasing your heels to the floor. Don't worry if they don't touch. Okay, but just feel into your comfortable downward dog position, 30 seconds, steady breathing, nice Ujjayi breathing. And feel everything in your body when you hold these poses, so focus on the breathing, feel everything, focus the breath somewhere, feel any tension or it doesn't feel quite right, micro move it, micro adjust it, feel everything as you breathe. Okay, a couple more breaths here. Final breath. And then three-legged downward dog. So try and retain everything the same. We'll come onto the left foot first of all. Nice and slowly lift your right leg. Okay, bring it as high as you comfortably can. Okay, push the heel away, flex the foot, spread the toes, squeeze the right buttock. Okay, feel through the rest of your body. Try and remain where your comfortable downward dog position was. 30 seconds. Focus on the breath, lifting that leg, engaging the muscles, breathing, feeling. Okay, breathe nice and deeply. Okay, get that blood into the muscles. Feel that engagement still. Retain it. Breathe. Next pose, we're coming into lunge, so we're going to bring that upper leg all the way through. Okay, that's 30 seconds. So as you inhale, start to move your shoulders forward over the backs of your hands. Bring your knees, squeeze it up to your chest, lift everything up, gives you space to place your foot. And then before you come up, make sure your adjustment is correct. It's a balance, so focus. Come into high lunge, arms raised. Okay. Feel your torso nicely sort of upright, okay, so we're not leaning forward or backwards, nicely balanced over front foot and rear, 30 seconds. Okay, lifting those hands to the ceiling, stretching through the sides of your bod, feeling the hip flexors, muscles in your legs, okay, breathing nice and deeply, micro move everything, okay, just make sure everything feels nice, everything feels relaxed, soft, fully engaged though. Okay, final breath here. We're going to warrior two. So all we're going to do is twist to that left hand side. If your right leg's forward, bring that heel to the ground. So we just bring the foot down, arms in line. Okay, that knee nicely stacked over the ankle. Spread the fingers, relax the shoulders. That rear leg, okay, straighten it, then soften the knee. Press down through the soles of your feet, pull your heels back. Okay, 30 seconds. With my talking, we've done about 15. Okay, breathe, relax everything. Your focal point is the middle finger or away into the distance.
A couple more breaths here. Okay, we're going to come into plank next. Okay, so as you inhale, that rear arm comes all the way over, turn, come into our lunge position that we started in, and then gently push back, bring your right foot in line with your left into plank pose, so feet in line with your hips. Okay, engage the muscles of your legs, squeeze your bum lightly, push your heels back, press into your hands, lift, separate the shoulders, try and be wide through the shoulders, and then look down at the mat so spine's nicely straight. Okay, squeeze if you want to, pull your feet back, push your toes forward, breathe, 30 seconds. Okay, a couple more breaths here. And then nice and slowly bend your knees. And then bum back to heels, come into child pose, relax everything down, starting position. Okay, we're only going to do the same again on the other side. So rest in child pose, 30 seconds, breathe nice and steadily. Focus on your body, see how it feels. Now we've done one side. Gently sway your hips from side to side. Focused breathing, connection, feeling everything. A couple more seconds. Final breath. And then once more coming into tabletop for our cat-cow session. Inhale, lift head, belly to the floor, curl the spine. Exhale, arch the back like a cat, squeeze everything together, press, lift through the chest, push into the tops of your feet. Inhale, come back, cow, exhale, cat, inhale, cow, exhale, cat, neutral tabletop. Okay, into down dog. Okay, hands to the top of the mat, tuck the toes, come into your comfortable downward dog position, bending the knees, releasing that bum back to the back of the mat, align your front, start to straighten your legs. You don't have to straighten them completely if the hamstrings aren't quite able, that's fine. Heels push towards the floor, again don't worry if they don't hit. Okay, a few more seconds in downward dog. Breathe, Ujjayi breathing, feeling your bod. Okay, final breath here, and then three-legged downward dog coming onto the other side, so weight to the right, lifting the left this time. Okay, lift it as high as you comfortably can, push the heel away, flex the foot, spread the toes. Okay, squeeze the buttock. Okay, breathe, hold, try not to adjust anything else, everything else stays the same. Remember the next pose is coming into high lunge, so bring that leg through. Okay, final breath here. Remember, take it easy, shoulders roll forward over the backs of the hands to give you space. Knee comes through, squeeze it to the chest, lift everything up, straighten that leg, come into high lunge, get the position right, and then as you come up, focus the eyes onto a non-moving point, coming into your high lunge. Okay, feel the weight between front and back foot. Press up through your fingers, soften the sides of your body, level the head, relax the head and neck, breathe, feel through your hip flexor, muscles in your thighs. Next pose, warrior two. Okay, a couple more breaths here. All we're going to do is twist to the right, bring the heel to the floor. Okay, nothing else particularly moves, but adjust it if it's not quite right. Okay, so arms are level, hands nicely spread, or fingers nicely spread. Relax the shoulders, Okay, remember, straighten that leg, soften the knee, and then pull your heels towards one another. So you squeeze, feel the inner thigh muscles engage. Okay, gaze off into the distance. A couple more breaths here. Remember, plank position next. Final breath in, and then that rear arm windmills over, coming back into our lunge position, and then pressing into that front foot, coming into our plank position. Okay, so focus, press into or engage all the muscles of the legs, squeeze the bum gently, push the heels back, pull your hands to your toes, push your toes to your hands, level the head, look down at the mat, breathe nice and steadily, 30 seconds. Final breath here. Release the knees to the floor. Cross your ankles. Sit back over them. Come into a sitting position. Feet to the top of the mat. Okay, engage the muscles. Heels away. Flex the feet. Spread the toes. Backs to the knees to the floor. Okay, press into your sit bones. Lift. Bring your arms in line with your legs. Nice deep breath in here, and then as we exhale we're going to come to the floor, so try and keep that back nicely straight. Okay, focus between your feet. Okay, trying to keep the arms parallel. Okay, we're going to come down over an extended period. Okay, really focus, feel through the muscles, and really concentrate on that tricky first vertebrae, squeezing through your core, curling gently through the spine, rolling back down. Arms come vertical, head to the floor, and then lifting your arms up over your head. Take a nice deep breath in, stretching everything away, pointing the toes, flexing the feet. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, arms come out to the sides, bend your knees, and then nice and slowly windscreen wiper your knees left and right. Okay, and then just gently bring them over to the left, bring them over as far as you can comfortably without your right shoulder blade lifting off the floor. Settle for a couple of moments, couple of breaths, relaxing everything else, allowing the muscle to stretch, and then slowly come back to the other side. Again, left shoulder blade's your guide. Soften everything. Just try and relax. It's like two halves of your body, your lower half and your upper half. They're sort of squeezing against one another. Soften, release, breathe. Bring your knees back up and then straighten them. Arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Separate your legs, allow your feet to flop out. Close your eyes, tuck your chin in, come into your final relaxation position. 2 minutes in Savasana. Focused relaxation, concentration. Focus on your breath, so nice steady breaths in and out of your nostrils. Following the expansion in your torso on the inhale and the contraction in your torso on the exhale. Okay, breathing, relaxing, focusing on the internal you. Your mind tries to take you away, acknowledge where it's trying to take you, and then bring your mind, your focus back to your breathing and your breath. Doesn't matter how many times that happens, just keep doing it. Keep telling your mind what you want it to focus on. Your breath, your breathing, your relaxation. Okay, take a nice steady inhale. As you do so, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring your arms up over your head, give your body a lovely long stretch, pointing the fingers, pointing the toes, flexing the feet, separating the toes, soften the belly, and then nice and slowly bending your knees, roll over to one side or the other, using your hand, press yourself back up to a comfortable sitting position. Sitting up nice and tall, bring your hands together, relax your elbows, close your eyes, and just take 2 steady, deep inhales. Namaste. Thank you very much. See you again next time.